think it's live. I think it's live now. Hello? Hello? Are we live? I don't actually know if it's working. I wanted to get the arms going. I wanted to get the arms going. So it took a while. Hi cats! Okay, good. I found this onsen and I was like, wait, this is actually the coolest thing. I'm not gonna lie, this is gonna sound so bad. This is actually gonna sound so bad. But one of the reasons I really wanted to get the bunny suit for my 3D model was specifically because when I was traveling and I did the hot tub stream, I felt so weird doing the hot tub stream in like my full outfit, my full clothes. It felt so wrong! It felt so wrong! So I was like, I can't be naked on stream. Like that's obviously like a no-go, like no way. Well, what can I do? And I was like, I can get away with like a swimsuit, but I didn't just want a bikini because there's not a lot of practical uses for a bikini outside of literally the beach. So I was like, is the stream scratchy? Hold on, I'll change it. I guess the quality didn't fix itself yet. Give me a second. Refresh! I had to drop it again, okay. Pain. I thought it was working better now, but I guess not. Let me drop, refresh! And then it should be okay. Pain! Curse you, ASP! I thought it would be fun to have the bunny suit so that I can do onsen stream without breaking TOS and getting myself absolutely killed. Because when I did the really cursed like bath stream, it was actually really fun. Like it was so stupid that I had such a good time. And I wanted to do another thing like that, but I didn't want to do it with full clothes because it just feels really weird. Osafanga, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Thank you. What do you mean this isn't the Christian Minecraft server? Did you just launch me underwater with that? I came back up. It's fine. You almost drowned me with that gift. You almost drowned me. How could you try to drown me on my own stream? Why? Pain! Also, Joey, thank you for joining membership as well. I don't know why it's showing up on this stream too, but you get another thank you. And Nibi, thank you for joining membership. And Darkwell, Mr. J, Pink, Yellow Barrel, and Corn. Then Tuba J, thank you so much for enabling so you could get it. And Nice Snowy, thank you for 18 months. Damn! Almost Merpam. I actually, oh my god, wait. This is, you guys are trying to kill me! Oh my god, I'm gonna die this stream. I thought we could have comfy onsen times. Instead, we're going to get murdered. One second, I'll have a drink. Ooh. I got, ginkgo green tea. Nice and good. Drown me in gifts. At least I'm dying with money. That's kind of nice. That's true, though. Do you want more streams or not? If you're dead Pam, you don't get very many more streams. But drink the onsen water. Wait, can I? Hold on. I've gotta find a better way to do this. What number is this? I need to find out what number this is. Okay. 0110. Okay, 0110. Time to drink the onsen water. Which one's a good option for drinking the onsen water? Okay. Oh, I can't find the animation again. Fuck. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay. No more drowning. No more drowning. JJ Eccentric, thank you for 3 months. Got your sake handy for the onsen soak. I don't really drink, that's why I got the ginkgo green tea. I feel like if I did drink, it would have been a good one for it, though. Well, not right now. Speaking of, guys, I'm actually, okay. I've been pretty open about this, so you guys know. I don't actually have any full body 3D tracking. All I'm using right now is just an iPad camera. I alternate between just an iPad camera and just my webcam, but, guess what arrived today? To employees, guess what arrived today during my last stream? Full body tracking. So I don't have proper finger tracking. We still have the camera one. Like, there's some Stretch Sense gloves, which are really nice, but they're really expensive. I might make them like a very slow over time, like goal or something. But no, Mokopi, I got Slime VR. The good one. It doesn't look like shit. It actually tracks nicely. It looks really good from the reviews I've seen. I'm really excited. I wanted to do something for my anniversary, but unfortunately now that my internet's acting up, it might not be possible. But if it is, wait, let me see if I can fix. Is this the one that goes? Yeah. No, it's not. I'm trying to adjust my tracking. There's something I need to turn on or off. Is this it? Ooh. There's one that can make me lean in. I'm trying to make sure it's enabled. Oh, there we go. This feels more like bath time. Now I can lean in. Although I think I'm leaning too much. I think I'm leaning too much. I just really want to dunk my face in there apparently. It's like slightly too leaning. I don't know, it's kind of funny. I might just leave it. Every time I accidentally lean forwards, we just almost drown. This is fine. This is so fun. Maybe I'll turn it off actually. I'll turn it on just when I feel like drinking water. This is fun. How does the water taste? Let's just try. Tastes like mud. Because it's an outdoor onsen. There's probably mud in it. 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. I tried to give it thumbs down, but it didn't work. You guys can see though, it's a really nice 3D environment. I've been wanting to use it. I'll give you guys a tour. Look. Well, you can see my feetsies, kind of. You can see my feetsies in the water. Isn't it nice? As soon as this one was added to like the list of environments, I was like, I want to use this. It looks really pretty. Oh, I have Stola having a little nap on the rocks. It just looked like a cozy. It'll make a cozy stream. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna use it. And zoom back in. Oh god, wrong way. I have to be really careful with the angles. Everything breaks. If I'm not careful, everything breaks. You saw nothing. Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. You totally did not see that this water is fake as shit. It's fake, but you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter if the water is fake. What matters is that the stream is cozy. And I was actually hoping to find like a hot tub. Like an actual hot tub to use. But then adding the onsen, I don't know. I think it's much more of a vibe. What do you guys think? Is it a nice chatting vibe? I feel like it could be a good one to reuse when I do have to go back to traveling a lot if I do. Because while I travel, I can just literally like sit in an actual bath in a hotel and like just use the onsen. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm really bad at forcing myself to take time to relax. I think you guys know that though. I'm really, really bad at taking time to like relax and shit. And if I'm traveling and I want to do a little bit of streaming at night, I feel like if I was just, it would give me an excuse to take like a nice warm comfy bath, you know? And that'll probably help me get some rest, and it'd also be fun for some chatting. You're on the toilet, what are you doing? How do you know I'm not on the toilet? How do you know I'm not on the toilet, Bongo? I'm a VTuber, you never know. I could be streaming from the shitter right now. You can't prove that I'm not. You can't prove that I'm not. What is relaxing? Sounds like a foreign word. I know. I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. My problem is, everything I used to do to relax is now based... That I don't mean this in a bad way. It is not the greatest thing, but, you know, it happens. I'm still trying to figure out how to navigate around it. Essentially, everything I used to do to relax has become my job. So now it's like, what do I do when I want to relax? I don't know. Because everything I used to relax with is now, like, not relaxing. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. Honestly, was it going to go up a little bit? I think, yeah. I think I was down a little too low. It's not that it's not relaxing. It's just I don't get, like, the proper break from working if I'm just doing the same things I do when I work on my time off. It doesn't work that way. So I've been trying to figure out, like, new things to do to help relax and stuff outside of it. It's hard. It takes time. But I'm getting there. I'll figure it out. I think it looks less lewd now that I'm up a bit higher. You can see there's a bunny suit. YouTube, no bonk. No bonk. How long was I muted? How long was I muted? Oh no. How and when did I do that? Oh. Man, I don't even know. I don't even know. YouTube! Well, it's not YouTube, it's me. I'm the dumbass. YouTube, I give you heart hands. Very struggly heart hands. No bonk, yeah? Damn. I think we're not muted now. Low battery, thank you for the raid! I can't pull up clips as easily during short streams, so thank you for understanding, because I know I usually pull yours up, but thank you so much for the raid! I just gotta be more careful about taking any breaks, because short streams, you know, they're very speed. They're very speed! 10 to 20 seconds? God damn, that's so bad. That's so bad. Oh no. I can't believe it was. That's true, I know exactly the piano channel you mean. I'm a huge fan. They do a lot of really nice music. Hope streams are going well. Thank you, we just started. Oh my god, I can't believe I got rickrolled. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Thank you, this guy's account, for the most debased chat message. Different VM games just for offline. I do actually play more Otome games offline, but it's still not relaxing. Because it's a game, and I spend a lot of my time working, gaming, it still feels like I'm working. Like, games and singing and doing, like, voice acting practice, they don't feel like breaks anymore. I love them, but they don't feel like breaks. I can't do any of those things, unfortunately. I've been enjoying cooking a lot more again, though. The hot tub meta made it to YouTube. I mean, I've done it before on YouTube, and it went pretty fun, actually. It was really chill. Also, welcome back, Mother Freddy. Yeah. I did actually hear about the Niji situation. From what I've heard, it sounds really fucking bad. But here's there was a video released. I have not seen the video yet. I can listen to it if you guys want to hear it. I can put it on in the background if you guys want to hear it. But I have a bad feeling it's probably not going to be that great. Just because I've heard of it because people said it sounds like the talents are basically being held hostage. Yeah, the fact that that it's 90% audio only. That's why I think it's probably perfectly fine. They released it themselves. I was trying not to get into like reacting directly too much to it because I don't want to get on Niji's bad side. I do have a couple of friends in Niji and I value them greatly and I want Niji to improve. And like, I don't even know what the situation's like. Like, I'm gonna stop you there. Don't think that was a leak. I don't know anything. I interact on like a very surface level with them, okay? I value them. They're very lovely people. We've supported each other through other things, but like I don't know anything that you guys don't know. So don't try to get anything out of me because I don't know. And I would never ask. I think it's gross for people to ask things like that. People will share if and when they want. But should I watch? I feel like I should probably watch it to at least be aware of what it is because I'm actually really nervous after like hearing just about it. I think I will put it on. I'm gonna turn the music off while we listen to it though. I'm gonna be honest, to me, it sounds, just from what I've heard about it, like they were forced to say it. And I don't mind listening to it to try to, at least from my own perspective, judge what I think sounds like bullshit. Because, you know, as a corpo myself, like, I understand. Sometimes you gotta do things, and it's fine. So I might be able to help pick up that tone a bit, but luckily, I've never been in a position where I had to say anything like this. So, like, I feel like I'm too genuine of a person anyway. If I ever had to make a PR statement, I would be their worst choice because I would just my emotions would betray exactly what I mean. I did so many serious talk streams, and they're always exactly what I mean. And I always make sure that the underlings are okay with me doing stuff like that because, you know, I'm gonna be honest. And it's like, can I be sad? And they're like, yeah, go for it. Everyone's sad sometimes. And I'm like, perfect, let's go. But, yeah, I do want to listen to the exact statement because I feel like it is kind of important as a VTuber to have that knowledge. I will say, okay, so the announcement, the newest one, first of all, this is what I heard about it. I remember I went to go watch Doki's stream in between, and it was only 25 minutes, and I was like, what happened? Doki's stream ended up only being around 25 minutes because right after it started, this was released. I don't think it was a coincidence, but even if it was, it's harsh. She had to stop streaming specifically to go talk to her lawyer, and that just feels so fucking petty and cruel. It made me really sad. And I do want to hear the message because it is their public response. I don't want to be a person, and I want to say this right now, because I don't want you twisting my words out of context. I don't want to be someone that adds to the speculation. If I say how I feel or like what the tones come off to me, that does not mean I'm right. Don't go and like tell people like Pam objectively said this or whatever. Like, no. I don't want to be someone who adds to the fire and speculates like, oh, they're definitely blah 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 when I don't know. So I'll give my opinion, but anything that I say is not necessarily 100% a fact. It could be, but it might not be. So please take that with a grain of salt, if that makes sense. I don't want you guys to like, I don't want to be known for spreading drama, but if it is a bad situation, I think people need to try to understand what is going on a bit. And if I can help shed any light on just like what they could potentially be dealing with, like maybe where some of it came from, at least from like, I understand as a CEO that sometimes corpo talk happens. So I think it'd be interesting to listen to. Well, let's see. Yeah, no rats, please. No rats coming from me, please. I don't know more than you do. It's on Illyria Pandora's channel. I have play. I'm just waiting for the audio to start. Also, hello, Superfield. I'll try to say hi when it's quieter. Can you guys hear it?
Pandora. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us today. Vox and
I am gonna stop right here and make a comment already. Also, Elsa, I'm gonna comment one thing already that stands out to me. This is not Illyria's regular tone in any way. Like, the way she's speaking it does not sound like she's faking being sad. You're gonna kill me! Thank you for the silver. Thank you. I love the thumbnail. Makes me want sexy Obake pen video game like Neptunia. I wonder if I'd call Neptunia a sexy game. Maybe like a cutesy, slightly spicy game. Just from the tone already, this is not how Elira normally speaks, right? This is not how she sounds when she's sad. This to me sounds like an Elira that's very hurt inside and doesn't even know what to say. Kind of someone who's like, almost like Kumara if you watched my last stream. Like, this does not sound like Elira. It sounds like Elira is being made to say this, just from the tone. She sounds absolutely dead just to get these words out. For a second, I don't think a single word in this video came directly from her. Even if she had to write the script and get it approved, I don't genuinely believe that these are her words. Even if they're coming out of her mouth, I don't believe they're her words. And even if there is shit going on behind the scenes, and she could be behind some of it, I still don't think this is her words, if that makes sense. It sounds so wrong to me.
Ike are also present here with me, and we would like to take some time to address the events surrounding.
The other reason I say it's definitely scripted, and why I don't feel like it's her words, is the pacing. The pacing is very, like, steady forwards. No one actually talks like that. Like, you hear me right now and I'm talking, and there's peaks and valleys, ups and downs in terms of, like, volume and speed. But if I'm reading off a script, I might be reading everything kind of like this. Because I'm just following exactly what it says, and it's not coming from me. I'm just reading the words that are in front of my face. You know? It's definitely scripted.
And Tatsuki's contract termination.
Hi, everyone.
They sound exhausted, too.
To preface, we have
Look, where's my
discussed
hair all
with
messed
any
up?
color staff and our legal team about what we are able to say. However, due to how sensitive the situation is, please do keep in mind that there are limits to what we're able to share.
That's true. Management, with all the things they've said, management just, like, did not interact with, and this is something that they've directly said, like, it's hard to get approval, or management just, like, going MIA and stuff. The speed with which they can make a statement, but apparently not help their talents, I think that does speak for itself.
Both we, the livers, and the company have been affected deeply and are taking the situation very
That
seriously.
is true, though. The livers have been so affected. This is why I said, don't take my word as law. Like, especially Elira. There's, like, conspiracies going around about Elira right now. I don't believe any of it for a second. Even if it is true, it's not our place to speculate. If it is true, it would come out eventually from someone else. It's not our place. Even someone, like, even Doki said she doesn't want people bullying everyone. This is just... The whole thing is frustrating.
Everything that'll be discussed has been approved by our lawyers or is based solely on our personal experiences.
I don't think it's any of their
Before
experiences.
anything is discussed, there is something very important that we, Nijisanji En, feels need to be made very clear. All of us do not...
We, Nijisanji En, being the management behind the message, I really don't think the talents contributed much to this, if anything.
condone harassment of any kind to any of the parties involved.
That's at least good. They said any,
After
including
discussion
her.
with the members of Nijisanji
Even though
En
this
as a
video sounds like
collective,
it's going to be
I
harassment.
volunteered for my channel to be used for this stream.
I also don't believe that. I actually don't believe that. I don't believe. I want everyone to be happy too. I really hope that they can get better, but this video is starting to make me honestly lose hope. But I still will hold out till the end that they can get better management. I don't want to see anyone lose their IP or get hurt. I really don't. But I don't think that Elira volunteered for this. If she did, I don't think it was because she wanted to do this. I think it's because she didn't want anyone else to get hurt and she just felt she could take the fall. But this just reeks to me.
Additionally, we've been told that there will also be a video releasing regarding the situation from Tazumi-san directly a few hours following this stream.
I do want to see the one from Tazumi directly because I feel like, here's the thing, and this is important. The talents don't deserve to be thrown under the bus like this. They really, really don't. But Tazumi is essentially the one at the very top. So, at that point, it's going to be coming from him directly. So, at that point, it's the words of the CEO. You can't say, oh, they're being puppeted by the CEO. It's like, that is the CEO's words. And I think that's going to be important when it's out. No, this should not have been done by Alira. I agree. This shouldn't have been done by any of the talents. In fact, in my opinion, if they genuinely cared about their talents, none of the talents would have interacted with this. I think a gag order is sad. I really do. But I think it would be more humane than forcing them to speak on it. Like, either let them speak as they want freely on it, or if you want them to only have a specific perspective, maybe just tell them not to speak about it otherwise. But having the talents jump in to defend them, that is so fucking wrong. Yeah, literally using them as basically vocal meat
But what we say
shields.
on this stream is our own words and our own feelings.
By her tone there, it really didn't feel like that to me. I don't feel any feelings other than just forced to do this and being so down. Exactly, the fact she has to say it means it's probably not true.
I would like to first apologize if my silence on the matter has caused any worry. Over the past
I also want to say one thing there, though, about people harassing people who've been silent on the issue. Please remember that literally everyone right now is hurting. There is... Exactly, she might just be really sad for her friend. You can't expect people who are going through this shit show themselves to speak about it. Like, they're probably dealing with their own trauma. You can't. If someone else is like... If you're I don't even know if this is the case, of course, but it's seeming more and more like it is. If you're in an abusive job and one of your coworkers quits and goes public and is like, hey, this is abusive, and all your friends come to you and they're like, hey, yo, give me the tea. You're not going to want to say shit. You're probably going to want to stay silent until things like, you don't know how it's going to blow over for that person. You don't know how it's going to blow over for anyone else. Like, you don't want to get even deeper in the hole, you know?
month, staff received documents from Solen's lawyer containing examples of her claimed experiences under any color. These documents in question included personal information of some livers, and when it was sent to us, we learned that there was a potential that this information could be made public.
That, I do wonder, because the reality is, if it ends up... Okay, so, there's one way that I can see this being made public. If this gets taken to court. But why does it have to get taken to court? It's because they're being unreasonable and not settling. They're literally blaming people desperate enough to possibly even have to take legal action, instead of acknowledging that, like, it's their fault in the first place if anything has to go that far. But, like, even the court can seal stuff, then if it can be leaked, are they just saying it can be leaked because it exists? Because, unfortunately, a lawyer is going to need that information. Like, would they need information on other livers? Maybe not, but if it's a document that contains hers and other people, you can't just separate it because then it's a fake document. You have to have the official one for legal stuff, you know? And exactly, just losing your income stream by quitting is scary. You have other streamers in Niji that this is their everything. I can vouch for this part. As a VTuber myself, when you become a VTuber, you give up a lot. You sacrifice a lot. And I don't think I've ever pretended otherwise. It's not bad. Like, it's great. And people really are passionate about it. They love it. But you have to sacrifice a lot to make it. And you don't do all that just to lose it and get tossed in the gutter. Like, it really sucks, you know?
Some of
Yeah,
the
you
information
have to
poses a
document this
risk
stuff.
to our
Exactly.
personal
She did it by the
safety
books.
and puts some of us at risk of doxing. Notably, one section of this document alludes to where Millie, Anna, and I live. However, there are also...
I do want to pause right now. It's not going to say, docs information in this message, is it? I don't want to share docs information. If it's just about the information existing, that's one thing. But if this has docs information in it, I don't want to play that on stream. Okay, cool. I didn't want to recreate something that would hurt people is the thing. Okay. If it's documents that had her address on it as well, I can see why in a legal situation it might have some docs information. I can understand why the others would be scared and upset about that, though. I understand both perspectives if this is, like, genuinely something that's scaring them.
The harmful claims Selene made in the document about some livers' personal information that we believe are simply untrue. I felt threatened and scared of speaking out about the situation.
The other thing is, for all we know, it could genuinely be that some livers had their information included because they had done something. It is possible. We don't know. And I can see why they would be scared as well. But either way, even if they did do something to have that included, the reality is this should be handled internally. Niji should not have said this public because in my opinion, where Doki had said there was internal bullying, by putting names and saying these names were included in the documents, I feel like Niji is putting a target on the backs of the people mentioned. And even if there's no reason, it could have just been a coincidence that their information was there, but Niji is painting a target on these people, being like, hey, these were the harassers, when it could have been nobody was a harasser. It could have been management. It could have been talents. We don't know. But if they're trying to protect their talents, this is about the worst fucking way you can do it. Especially, because Millie and Lyra and Anna were three of the people that already had the biggest targets from conspiracy theorists. And that's just so harsh. It's so harsh.
Because of the risk that it could pose to not just my own safety, but the safety of those around me as well.
Sounds like she does not want to be saying any of this.
I'm very sad that this is how everything had to
turn
turn
Even
out.
if it is true,
Even
if it is true, making her say this public is going to put her in more danger. Like, this is fucking cruel as hell. Even if it's true. And I'm assuming it's not, but even if it's true, this is fucking cruel. You don't just do that to someone
who have been affected through this time.
Niji's literally throwing them under the bus.
When posted the tweet about her cover being privated, several EN members reached out to Selene and we expressed our concerns. We were genuinely concerned and we wanted to understand the situation as we were all in the dark about it. Once she notified all of us regarding her hospitalization, we immediately reached out to her, each other, and her manager to confirm her safety.
I don't deny that. I do think they cared enough to check in on her. I think that part was probably genuine. I think they would care enough to ask if she's okay. They have to have known it was a bad idea. Like, I can't see any situation where they would have thought this was a good idea. And, like, I still stand by what I said. I genuinely want Niji to improve. I want it to be a company people can support and be proud of supporting. I don't want the talents to hurt. This sucks.
Her manager also immediately reached out to her and her emergency contact and kept us updated throughout the entire situation as well. It's been a very tough time for a lot of us. And I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah, I've noticed with the breathing as well. I don't know. The breathing, it's definitely edited, but I don't know if the editing is necessarily omitting things. The editing could be just cutting out between breaths to make it faster. There's definitely a bit of editing. It could also just be people turning their mics on and off, but the breathing does cut weirdly at points.
What else to say?
That is true, though. It could also be, like, management from one region not understanding how it would come off to audience in another region. But as an international company, this is something you should be aware of. Like, it's something that I don't even know if this is normal necessarily in Japan. Like, scapegoating and stuff like that can be sometimes, but publicly putting people in danger this way, I don't know. Like, idol culture has a lot of shit that happens. I don't remember idol things like doing stuff this bad. Like, not like, I don't know how to word the situation. It's just such a clusterfuck that I'm like, nah.
Thank you again for everything, for waiting, and thank you.
Thanks, Alira.
No,
you're
no
right.
worries.
Yeah, it has been a really, really tough time, and it's had an effect. I've noticed it's had an effect on everyone. It's had an effect on me too. So
yeah,
I'm
the
joining
deep
this
idol
stream to
culture
talk
is
about
very
my
dark.
experiences
I do kind of
with
want to do a stream
Solen,
looking into that at
to
some point.
lend
I do want to pause briefly just because there was a period when I was very young, like around like 12 or something, where I did actually want to become an idol in Japan for a while. I grew out of it really quickly because luckily at a young age I learned more about the reality of the industry and stuff, and I was like, I don't really want this for myself. That's like, sure, I enjoy singing and I like anime music and stuff, but I don't want that life for myself. And thank God VTubing became a thing, yeah! So now I'm here instead, but man, for people who got that dream and became a VTuber only to have to deal with stuff like this, it just sucks. See, Mimar's idol management, I can see that actually. I can see that. I think there's a number of jobs in my brain that's like, if I ever had to give up VTubing, what are a couple things I'd want to do? Number one is VTuber manager for other people. And two, I'd want to make models for people. Even if I have to give it up, I don't think I want to give up the industry. I'll just find another place.
my experiences with Solen to lend some of what I know to help you all understand the context of this a little bit better. I know that a lot of you watching are going to have your own views and opinions on the situation, and so all I would like to ask is that you can take the information that I'm going to present
Grain
at
of salt?
face value. If
Oh,
you can.
face value. Not grain of salt then.
So, this recent situation began when Solen claimed on Twitter that her most recent song cover had been made private by staff, and she gave no context or reasoning as to why. In actuality, she had been asked to send the content of her music video to her manager in advance of the release date, so it could be...
I have actually seen one thing though, which might be true. I think some members might not have been comfortable being included in the song and they didn't get to approve the art, and I can understand that being an issue. But I also think it's weird to have to get approval from every member just to have their art featured. I think it's nice and respectful to them, but I see how I don't think it's necessarily like the worst faux pas to release it anyway.
be checked for content, etc., which is something that all livers agree to do. Her manager communicated with her about this very clearly, but she released her cover without giving management time to check it, and as a result, it needed to be made private. It was going to be made public again once the checks had cleared. Management absolutely intended to let her release the cover once they'd made sure that it was okay to release. It's very important to establish this pattern of events had happened before.
That was really edited right there, it kind of seemed. Wait, was that just me? Or was the audio completely weird there?
It's very important to establish this pattern of events had happened before on multiple
Maybe, I'm not sure.
occasions, including her Fall Guys tournament in August of 2023, a voice pack in May of the same year, and an outfit contest also in May. In each of these situations, Solen would be working on one of the projects I mentioned. She'd be given clear communication about confirming certain aspects with staff, as all other livers receive and comply with. And each time, she would refuse to cooperate. And when staff would react appropriately...
I can potentially acknowledge that that's an issue, but hear me out. Even that being said, the thing is, trying to get approval and stuff, while that's important, it also depends on management being competent and available. And if from what was said is true, she was doing a lot of stuff that required a lot of approval, and at times, she just wasn't getting any answers. And because of that, she would end up moving forwards, but then, like, having to either cancel stuff or go through it anyway later on because it doesn't get approval. So that is a risk that was taken. And that is technically against the rules. But whether or not it's unethical is another story. I can kind of see it, and I don't necessarily agree with it, but I can see why. If it's like, if she wanted to do an event and she asked like 10 times and was getting no answer, at that point it's just kind of like, okay, I'm assuming this is fine then. You haven't voiced any concerns. Like, I kind of get it. One stream she got some message from management and she almost went off. She just went out of tirade, but chat calmed her down. I'm glad chat calmed her down. I think that is something that she had done wrong if she had released stuff without permission. But it isn't, unless it got them in trouble with licenses, I don't think it's as much of a crime as they're making it out to be, if that makes sense. I think she wouldn't have done it if management would have approved stuff properly or disapproved it properly and early on told her like, hey, this is a firm no.
Appropriately, she would make public statements that would hurt Any Color's reputation, and as these situations kept occurring, myself and other livers felt very upset and anxious.
I can understand why other talent would get upset about it though, because if the other talents are playing by the rules and waiting, even if it's painful, just watching someone repeatedly get away doing stuff anyway, I can imagine how that would be very frustrating. But the fact that the payments with artists, like you've seen the artist testimony, saying like they had NDAs sent to them that were wrong and stuff, and because the NDAs were sent to them, they knew that the project was approved, but they never got to sign the NDA, and then they never fucking got paid, even after doing the work. So obviously, it's not just that Selene was like not getting approval for things. We obviously know there was to an extent at least, definitely some stuff that was approved and still wasn't paid for. So it's not just her that's the problem. I do think that potentially she didn't always play by the rules, as I said. She might have gambled a bit and lost that gamble. But I don't think that, I think that could have been handled very differently. And exactly, if she managed to make such a big music video with no input, despite all the time they'd apparently been informed, that's a management issue, not a her issue at that point. It really does seem like as Joey said, statements trying to save face more than anything.
These statements harmed all of us as a group.
You can't expect management to get better if livers just go welp. I guess that's the way it is. Exactly. And I think she challenged
it's this
it, and they didn't
context
like
that I hope explains why myself and some other livers decided to...
I'm gonna like out a little bit of what I do here briefly. You know, I talk to my underlings a lot about stuff, and I don't always agree. And you know what I do when I don't agree? I'm very vocal and I challenge it. And sometimes I win and sometimes I don't. But clear communication, that's key. If anything, I probably communicate too much, and I've been surprised that I've never been told to shut the fuck up. But it's like, you have to, right? You have to challenge things, otherwise they'll never, like, no one will ever improve. I challenge, I am challenged, both sides challenge, all good.
So some livers, myself included, asked Selene why she tweeted about the cover in the way that she did, expressing that we felt it was unnecessary and harmful. According to Selene's lawyer, it's this event that they claim to be a build-up of, and what they claim to be a build-up of past experiences that led to accusations made by Selene that she was bullied and harassed.
I am going to argue, even if it was just that simple, if management was constantly ignoring her requests while approving requests of other livers, that is harassment. That's neglect. That's harassment by neglect. So even if that's all it is, that is harassment or bullying. Like, that's literally workplace harassment. People leave jobs because they're treated like that.
As you can imagine, this is incredibly serious, and I want to state that throughout my friendship with Selene...
And she wouldn't... Exactly, it was serious enough for her to make an attempt. That's pretty fucking bad. Like, as someone who cares a lot about mental health, because I know what it feels like to be torn into the depths of the worst of it. It's like... Just imagining how bad it would have been to get there. That really fucking sucks.
I did my best to support her in private and talk to her about any problems she might have been having whenever I had the chance.
He sounds a a little bit more closer
Having
to his normal
thoroughly
tone.
reviewed the documents sent to Anycolor by her lawyer, and based on what I know personally and have been told by Selene as her friend, myself and other members vehemently believe these claims to be completely untrue. I feel very confident in saying that the way I and other livers communicated with Selene about this incident was fair and reasonable, especially considering our built-up
It's still, even just from what I've heard confirmed by like artists and stuff, yeah, Vox never should have seen those documents. That alone, I'm kind of like, he shouldn't have their addresses and stuff. That is wrong. 2, the other thing that's wrong about this, in my opinion, is that let me go back. I think I forget what I was gonna say.
well, especially considering our built-up anxiety.
Ah, yes. Okay, so he sounds a little more like his normal self and a little more grounded in having the conversation from his end. So he could have been a bit more separated. Like maybe he didn't have as much of a connection to the incident on a personal level. If he's able to carry through with this much, he might have even not been directly involved for all we know. But he seems a little more grounded than Alira was.
Anxiety over this repeating pattern of behavior. In my opinion, I do not think that it was a form of harassment.
The other thing is, and this is also what can happen at an abusive workplace of any kind, if they're taught to believe this is normal and accept it, then of course they're not going to think it's harassment or bullying. They've internalized it. They think that the livers, if this is the case, the livers have genuinely internalized that they're the problem. They don't view it as harassment because they just view it as that's normal, that's the way it is, that's how it goes. When, like, they could genuinely believe this, not realizing that it's actually not normal. And, you know, you get into a situation where you start to, like, not even question anymore, and then people fight it, and you're like, why are you fighting it? It's normal. But it's really not. And exactly, it's not up to a harasser to decide what is or isn't harassment. So Niji can't just be like, no, we did not harass. It's like, if you feel harassed, you're harassed. You don't have the right to say, like, no, I didn't make you feel harassed. Like, you don't have that right.
Also, in the document given to Anycolor by Selene's lawyer, it stated that Selene had secretly recorded me.
I will admit, based on his intonation and stuff, it does sound like he's reading a script in a different way. It sounds like story narration. Like, it doesn't sound like a natural speaking pattern. I don't know if that's just because he might have practiced it in advance so that he could get the words out, or if maybe it's like, it could be some performing. Like, we really don't know. It is pouring gasoline on a forest fire. I still don't think any of the livers should be harassed, not even the ones that participated in this, because we don't know how much of it is true and how much of it was forced. But either way, everything I'm hearing should not have been made public. Like, it is made public right now, but the fact that Niji made this public, I don't think it's the fault of the livers at all. I think it's the fault of the company. This should have been discussed privately. Even if it was handled legally, it should have been privately.
In a private voice call without my knowledge or consent. Now, I have absolutely zero memory of what I might have specifically said in that recording, but we know it was on the topic of the tweet that I had made around the time of AR Live's cancellation last year. From what I know, based on this document, Selene had wanted to use this as proof of staff showing favoritism for some members over others, as at the time I
will admit, I 100% believe that. I think that, more than anything, is what's like, causing a lot of the harassment and stuff at Niji, and I don't even think it's necessarily the fault of management. Well, it is, but not in the way it sounds, because here's the thing. I genuinely think if people like Millie really enjoy working at Niji, I genuinely think managers, instead of all being bad, they might be hit and miss. Some people might genuinely have managers that care about them, that they love working with, that help them get many opportunities. There might be some competent managers. You just, if you're lucky and you get one, great. Should you say a slur? No, please don't. You will get banned. But the problem is then you have other people that have testified to having essentially management abandon them, or having no management, or having a manager that has like 2 weeks experience and doesn't know anything. Yeah, Scarlet likes her Mani-san. Scarlet talks a lot about them. Yeah. So I genuinely don't think management is bad all the way through. I think there could be too many bad apples spoiling the bunch, maybe. But I don't think management as a whole maybe is corrupt, but individuals within that whole are probably fine. So that's why I think you will have people like genuinely not understanding. Because their managers love them and enable them to do so many cool things. Because they never got into Niji. I genuinely hope it does improve because it would be a cool place to eye. But there was a while where I was thinking a lot, if I ever couldn't do this anymore, then maybe I'd want to be reborn under Niji. And I am glad that didn't happen, seeing all this. I wouldn't handle this situation well. I would be hurting too much for Doki and for everyone else. I would be absolutely a fucking mess.
Wasn't reprimanded by staff for having made that tweet. I followed this issue up with my managers, and I was told that they didn't reach out because they didn't want to cause further controversy at the time. However, I've been asked to delete other tweets on multiple occasions when I've accidentally broken a rule. In these cases, we're politely informed that when we should avoid tweeting something, we apologize, delete it, and move on. The real issue here, however, is that someone I trusted and considered a friend not only recorded me in secret, but also that these recordings were held without my knowledge for almost an entire year.
I will argue, though, we don't know what those recordings are. If the recordings do have evidence in them that she was being harassed, that's reasonable, I think. If you need to document something to protect yourself, like, sure, she might not have necessarily had consent, but if his conversation was talking about, like, her manager or whatever versus his manager and, like, it could have been proving things. I mean, it could genuinely be important to have those in case she needs them for evidence. Like, if there are recordings, there are situations where, yeah, a lot of places have a one-party consent law. As long as one person in a situation consents to having it recorded, it's fine. I think it feels bad if you find out you've been recorded in a situation like that. But also, if somebody has to do something to protect themselves, they have every right to do that, in my opinion. If there's something so bad that it can't be made public, then it never should have been said, in my opinion.
The fact that this was held throughout our friendship is really upsetting to me. Until now, I had always looked up to Selene as my senpai, and I felt really lucky to be her friend. Having to talk about this now and seeing how this has played out is, again, heartbreaking. Selena told me privately about her disagreement.
And Joey, I am gonna say, please don't assume he is the bully. It could be possible, I'm not going to lie, but Doki herself has said she does not want livers being harassed, so don't make assumptions. If there's no public information, if there's someone you really suspect, you can privately choose not to support them, but don't go telling people, X is the bully, X is the bully. We don't know that information. And she specifically asked people not to do that.
Agreements with staff and her managers, and I had done my best to support her and to help her make what I thought were the right choices, even when she talked about wanting to graduate. For context, leaving Niji-sanji is always an option for livers. If she had wanted to graduate beforehand, she was given very many chances.
And that's the other thing. You're saying if he's not standing with her, he's against her, but I still don't know if I believe anything. Take everything in this video with a grain of salt. He could be forced to say this. At least Alira sounded like she's practically saying it with a gun to her head. We don't know. He does do a lot of voice acting and role plays. For all we know, he's just better at hiding it. We don't know. We don't know if he wants to even say this or if it's true. We literally don't know anything. This entire statement just smells like the stinkiest shit I've ever seen.
To do so amicably, and
I agree, Dusky. He sounds kind of forced to me. I don't know if he sounds forced because he's unapologetic and he is behind it, or if it's because it's all bullshit and he's also scared and hates to do this to her. But it sounds very much to me like, now that I've heard more of him, it sounds like he has prepared how to read this. Like, he is a performer. he is better at acting. It's one of the things he specializes in. This sounds rehearsed to me.
Selene had told us she planned on graduating, but would then go back on this shortly after. For example, she told me that she would be graduating on the day we hosted the Prism Cup, but as you know, this didn't happen. She also, after being warned by staff due to her repeated rule breakages in May of last year, told other livers that she was being terminated at that time, when, like I said,
May?
she had just been warned, nothing
Wait, was this going to happen since May?
else. Because I trusted her so much, and I listened to her narrative of half-thought untruths about her relationship with Anycolor, this caused me so much anger on her behalf that I had considered graduating with her in solidarity.
Exactly. Kuroi Haku hit it on the nose. It sounds like someone reading an audiobook, not someone genuinely speaking. Very, very much.
Seriously. And I now know that my intense feelings at the time came from...
It doesn't even sound like he necessarily believes what he says, CS Terra. That's the thing. I think May might have been around the time of the outfit issue, but I'm not sure.
Omitted context and falsehoods. And that, once again, is heartbreaking. I'm incredibly happy with my job, and even in...
I do believe that. I think whether this is true to him or whether it's actually true or not, we don't know. But I do genuinely believe that he loves his job. Whether he's scared because of his own actions, he's going to be let go, or if he's scared because of just the whole situation and the fans, he's going to be let go. I do believe that if he wants to keep his job, he does not feel he has the choice to say this, whether he means it or not. Because if he stands against Anycolor, he could be next. You guys do realize that, right? You guys do realize that. Like, anyone who publicly supports her right now is basically putting a target on their back to be the next termination. So as every time anyone says, oh, they're not standing with her, they can't. They fucking can't. For all we know. And this, again, this is just me saying a possibility. This is not necessarily what happened. But it could genuinely be that these people were the people that sided the hardest with her. And they were basically said, you're next unless you make this statement. For all we know, these are her biggest supporters. That's why we can't just assume things, okay? We don't know. They could have been threatened into this. Because if they can do it to her, they can do it to anyone. They hold the IP. They have all the power. I agree. I don't think it explains all the graduations leading up to it. Although if that had been going on in the background, people knew for that long that she was going to be terminated. I can see why many others were trying to get the hell out while they could. It sucks. What situation? Yeah, it's damned if they do, damned if they don't. Exactly. Target from Niji and target from the internet. It's just, it really sucks. It's not a fair situation to anyone. It's very easy to say that, Fortune Cookie. It's very easy to say they should grow a backbone and take a stand even if it costs them their paycheck. If you haven't been in that situation, you can't say that. And if you have, you're incredibly brave. Some people are not in situations where they're able to make that decision. We never know what people's expenses are. Yeah, they might not be able to financially. They could literally end up homeless for all we know. They might literally not be in a situation where they have that option. If you're in a situation where you can walk away from a bad job, you're lucky. Not everyone is able to do that. Tons of people are stuck in terrible jobs having to do things that they don't want to do. So it's really important not to blame them for not sacrificing themselves. It's not just necessarily they don't want to. They may not be able to. And like even then, it's like it's asking a lot to lose their whole community when it means so much to them. And exactly, they could be held up, legal liabilities on either end. Like, this fucking sucks for everyone involved. Basically, long story short, regardless of if there's a bully in talent or not, regardless of how this is going, this statement has just put everyone in Niji in the worst situation. I hope, whether it's true or not, and they face repercussions, I hope that anyone who does faces it privately, and I hope that everyone is able to either continue this or get out of it safely. Because I'm really scared for these people right now. The internet is crazy sometimes. I don't want people going after these people, violating their privacy and safety for something that, like, that's not even what she wants.
In the face of times as hard as these, I really wouldn't want it any other way. So regardless of how I now feel about Selene having been my friend and having hurt me and my fellow livers in this way, her attempt on her life will never ever be something to be taken lightly.
I'm
I
glad you
recall
at
the
least
moment
said
when
that.
I and other livers found out about what had happened, and we prayed for her safety then, and we still do.
Wait, so the document was shown without consent? I will look that up real quick before I continue, because I feel like that's kind of important context to have. So I want to look that up real quick. Because I'm not, the whole thing with this situation, I'm not looking at speculation. I accidentally stumble upon it with autoplay sometimes, but I'm not looking at anyone's theory videos. And even me, I'm trying to say just keep an open mind. Like, we really don't know the full facts in any direction. But I'm trying to only look at the sources, statements from either end. I'm trying not to look at anyone else. Okay, so she made a tweet. She had to end the Neopets stream, and then right after, I will say that it was never supposed to be shown. Okay, let me click show more so I can read it. I will say that it was never supposed to be shown to anyone other than me, my lawyer, and other relevant lawyers. That's understandable. You might need that kind of information on it. So basically, the Niji-sanji lawyer leaked it to the talents. It was a private document with my own personal information and was used as a legal document to help my lawyer and document my thoughts. It was never supposed to release anywhere else to any other parties outside of the legal department. That sounds perfectly valid to me. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. And I agree with you, Ro. I think many of the Niji-yan talents will keep it professional until the contracts expire and then not renew. I think if I was in this situation, that's what I would do. I would not ask to graduate early necessarily, but I would probably wait until the end and just try to slide out as quietly as possible. Because it's just, if you leave right now, everyone's gonna know. Also, Michaela Laws, hello! Don't worry, I'm trying to take a very rational approach to it, because the reality is we don't know everything, yeah? I hope you're doing good! This spa looks good, yeah! Someday, if we ever end up in Japan at the same time, we can find actual onsen. I've never been to one, but they look so comfy. Also, Ro, thank you for 31 months. I think many Nijian towns. Oh, I already read yours as the other message, but thank you for sending it as the 31 months. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to reading Doki's message. Other than parties outside of the legal department, you need to have private information in legal documents sometimes. It has to be the original, unaltered document. I understand that. It makes me wonder if my medical and hospital records were also revealed without my consent, as that was also promised to be kept private. So essentially, anything she provided might have been just shown to everyone right now. That's only going to help turn the talents against her. That's not fair. Even if there is a bully among the talents and she needed these documents to help prove it, now if there is anyone, they have all the information and all the ammunition she has to fight. That's so fucking messed up. Like, that shouldn't really be a thing. You know? That's just not okay. Distraction complete. I will have fun, thank you! It's just, there's really no rational reason to do anything they did. And that's true, depending on the location. I don't think it's illegal in Japan, unfortunately. But I don't know about in Canada for her, I don't know. It was definitely done with malice, Samurai Robe. I really think it was done with malice. Whether it was malice against the other talents or malice against her, I don't know. But it is unprofessional. It's not looking good for the company's at least social reputation after this. I'm currently talking to my lawyer, and thankfully only my diagnosis and reason for hospital stay is reported without further private info being disclosed. Okay. So, that's not too bad then. It's still bad. Like, that's her personal private information, but it wasn't more. It was requested that none of this info should be revealed to anyone other than legal. Thank you everyone for the support. I really wish things didn't have to go this way. I didn't say anything more and I was ready to move on and start a new life. They're literally dragging her back into this when she finally was starting to move on. And they put the video live right when she was starting to do another stream too. That's fucking cruel. Yeah, trying to top whack her. I still think there could genuinely be some good managers in Niji and they just need to maybe clean out the bad ones. I don't know. But this is hurtful. It's kind of hard to deny that Niji-sanji has their talent's best interest in mind anymore. Like, I'm not going to make any claims about it, but to me it really does seem like they do not care about their talents, only the bottom line. The statement about negligible loss already very much hinted at that, but this just kind of puts the nail in the coffin, you know? Hololive has had a lot of mistakes too, though. I mean, you've literally had Coco graduate because of a lot of issues with like management and stuff. No company is perfect. Every company has severe issues. The difference is, sometimes companies can learn to grow and improve things for everyone and move on and improve. But sometimes they don't. And that's why I'm still here, you know? No company starts off perfect. Of course, as a VTuber, there were things that weren't perfect for me, and I managed, we worked together on both sides, and things improved. But, and Hololive has improved a lot as well. But, they're not trying to improve. It just feels like they keep getting worse. I feel like before this statement already felt kind of like their final chance, like, okay, you can fix things now, or you can do irreparable damage. I'm starting to worry that this statement was irreparable damage.
Regardless of the outcome of the situation, I genuinely want nothing more than for Selene to grow and to be in a safe place where she can look after her health, insofar as me and the rest of EN can heal in our own way too. To those of you watching this stream, please leave her be. Harassment of any kind is vicious, and it's insane, and it has no place in this community. That's all.
It really shouldn't be nearly as common as it is in this industry.
Thank you, Vox.
Oh, Lyra sounded like she was crying.
Before we round things off, I also had something that I wanted to say. It's going to be a little bit on the shorter side. By the way, hi, I'm Mike. First off, I just wanted to say, preface this with, sorry if I have a hard time finding the proper words for anything. I'm a little bit all over the place right now. Excuse me for a second.
He sounds similar to Illyra, just really broken down about the whole thing.
For a very long time, I considered Selene as a good friend within Niji-sanji EN, be it on stream or off stream. We always managed to get on really well. So that's why it was so shocking for me to learn.
And I agree, Crescent Knight. If they had, I don't think they have her best interest in mind. That's already known. But if they have the best interest of the remaining fucking talents in mind, they would keep this private.
That Any Color had received these documents from Selene's lawyer.
Yeah, I definitely believe this was 100% a pre-recorded message stitched together. 100%. 100%. You can hear at certain parts, even just the volume. The volume is too high quality. Lives don't sound this clean.
About what was
contained. Thank you for 6 months. Not the comfy onsen stream I was expecting. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this to drop right before stream, and I feel like it's something I should be aware of. Just because, again, even if I can talk about it and prevent even one person from harassing a talent, that's great. I'm not in the VTubing sphere, but I know from life what it feels like to be targeted and harassed, and I don't want anyone to ever go through that. Never. Not even people who've done things wrong. I don't want anyone to go through that.
Contained within these documents was, to me personally, incredibly saddening. Knowing that the things said within...
Also, thank you, Promise Joe. Thank you for the super. But your clean pan with girl smell. No, listen. No smell. I am ghost. No smell.
The document were coming from the very same person that I call my friend. Was hurtful and disappointing in a way I really don't know how to describe.
Mm.
Not only because of it made me now re-examine our entire friendship.
That's the other
But-
thing. Even if those documents do have things that might hurt the other livers, they weren't intended for the other livers to see. Whatever that information is, it might be just to prove her point. She doesn't actually want to like challenge them or get them in trouble or anything. But because this was shown to them when it wasn't supposed to be, any friends she had left at the company might have been turned against her. This is just cruel.
Primarily because the document contains some information that we believe.
And I agree with you, Disappear. The problem is that online community is full of sad individuals who thrive off negativity and love to attack anyone even if they get nothing out of it. That's why we have so many people online harassing people for no reason and tons of shit like that. It's just not okay.
Incorrect. That could be harmful for us, and it's just private information that is very terrifying to have being, shown before you like that. Right now, we're all very stressed. But in spite of this, I feel like the public deserves to, at the very least, be aware of the existence of these documents.
No! They don't! Because they weren't intended to be ever shown to the public. They were intended only for use between legal entities. There's always going to be stuff the public doesn't know. And that's okay. No, you shouldn't have released this to the public. You shouldn't have released even the knowledge of the existence of these documents to the public because that wasn't supposed to ever be public. They were private for a reason.
As well as of some of its contents, for the sake of transparency and honesty. We understand that the past week of radio silence has been really difficult for all of you, but please rest assured that we've been working.
It does feel scummy they keep acting like she's out to dox them. I would like to make one point, though. If their information is on these documents, keep in mind, as I said, some of these people might actually have really good managers, so they may not understand her perspective with bad manager, right? But they try to empathize with her, but then they find out the documents happen when they themselves may have had no problems. So from their perspective, someone who's complaining even though they've had no problems decided to give their private information, the company could have literally marinated them against her. Like, for all we know, they're genuinely hurt. And, maybe the company convinced them, she'll definitely dox you. She threatened to dox you. She's trying to hurt you. We don't know what the company has said to them before releasing this message. All I know is they sound really fucking defeated. So, you're right, it doesn't promote transparency. It just inspires more speculation. And this is just, making it even worse. Revealing stuff the public doesn't need to know, pitting the talents against each other. When really, what they need more than anything right now is solidarity between talents. They need to stand strong, even if it's just remaining talents fighting for their own rights and ignoring previous situations. They need to be united. They don't need this.
Working very, very hard to try and understand what it is that we can and cannot say about this. But we wanted to make sure that what we shared...
Yeah, exactly. The whole video kind of feels like them just pulling out the ukulele, but at gunpoint. They may not actually want to do that. I feel bad for these three. Even if any of it's true, they shouldn't have been in the position where they had to say this. Not at all. Not at all.
As much as
I don't believe they would have wanted this information public.
Were able to share. Within Nijisanji En, everyone always makes an effort to make sure that anyone who wants to be included in something has the opportunity to do so, whether that be online or offline. And all of us will continue to do our utmost to provide a safe and fun environment for fans to enjoy together.
I can't say I view it as a safe environment if their lawyers are leaking documents to talent that talent aren't supposed to have, and their talents are constantly having targets put on their back for internet crowds and mobs to go after them. For we don't even know who or what did anything. I don't think they have their safety in mind at all. Maybe their reputation, but I don't think they understand that people globally don't want this type of corporate language. This is just tanking any chance of coming out of this they could have had.
And lastly, to round this off, I want to reiterate, please do not spread hate to anyone involved in any way, shape, or form, or anyone in general, honestly. We ask that in these times you allow us to continue our activities without asking us for any additional information about the situation. At this point, it's an issue for the lawyers. And
if it's an issue for the lawyers, you shouldn't have brought it towards the fans. Because you keep saying not to harass anyone, but the only thing this video is going to do, and this is why I think that they were forced to say this. This entire video is going to cause Elira and Vox and Ike to face so much harassment. Everyone is going to go after them after this video. They have literally been scapegoated. Basically, management is tired of dealing with the crap, so now these three are the face. If people want to attack, they've made it very easy to attack these three, and that is so inappropriate and so wrong and so violating.
we ask that you do not pressure any of us to discuss the matter beyond this point. Please reach out to any color for contact regarding anything else. And I think that's everything from me.
You just sound so tired.
Thank you all for your time.
Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you.
That line is the only one I believed in the whole video. Just Elira just sounding so scared. And I do think it's important that I listen to that. As a player in the industry myself, it is pretty important that, like, it's like I'm stretching. It is kind of important that I'm aware of anything big like that that's going on. But I think part of the reason it's important to be aware of it, and especially because there's so much speculation, like, see, I'm not going to be able to escape seeing posts about this on Twitter. It really sounds like a cry for help to me. But I'm not going to be able to avoid hearing other people talk about this, post about this, and I wanted to have it directly from the source myself so that I don't just fall for whatever messages I see online. I can make my own judgment about it. And I'm not telling you guys, the only thing I want to tell you guys is don't fucking harass people. But other than that, I don't want to tell you what decision to make about it, because that's not my place. It's not my place. I'm not involved. I don't know. But I wanted to have seen the video myself so that I know where people are coming from, and I can tell, like, what things might immediately be bullshit or what things might be kind of, like, correct, or, like, I don't want to see stuff out of context and believe it later without having the context. Does that make sense? Yeah, the timing of the stream, I think, was deliberate. They did it at the same time as Doki's stream. Like, I think they genuinely wanted to catch her while she was live and have her panic. I didn't watch her VOD when she ended up having to stop the stream for it, because I didn't want to subject myself to that, because no one should ever be put through that. And I think it was important to watch. I'm sorry for like ruining the hot tub stream by bringing that up, but the shorts, the thing I really like about the shorts lives, just chatting streams, is it's an opportunity to watch stuff, whether happy or not, and talk about stuff, any type of stuff, and try to bring my own perspective, because I like to look at things and think about all the different possibilities without just, like, getting very mad and siding with one. If that makes sense. They ruined the Neopets, come back! How dare they? How fucking dare they? Speaking of which, I want to do a Neopet stream myself. Hannah and the Pirate Caves speed run. But yeah, I basically wanted to do. I wanted to look at it a little bit, as I said, just so that I don't use other people's perspective as my basis. I needed to make my own opinion on it. We can always do more onsen streams when I travel anyway. This is just today's onsen stream. I was actually going to do VR chat today, but I got locked out of my account, so I can't log in. I know why I'm logged out, though, and I'll fix it. Don't worry. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll get in eventually. More Neopets. God, the temptation to pull up Neopets right now. Neopets stream with Pippa. I think Pippa was talking about... actually, Pippa did a Neopets collab with Mavia a while back. I feel like it's hard to collab Neopets, though. It's very single player. I don't know how you do a collab unless it's just talking about it. But I mean, if Pippa ever wants to do a Neopets collab, I would be so down. I don't know if I'll reach out to her about it, because I don't know if I have a unique perspective to bring to Neopets other than just vibing. Social collabs are scary for me. That's why I host mainly voice acting collabs. I don't really host a lot of social collabs. If someone else invites me, I'll join, but like I don't want to host a social collab. I'd rather like die. It's too scary. Oh my god. Oi. 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 Yeah. Man. You shouldn't, Elmer. I mean, I've sent her some messages before. I don't want to... I have trouble messaging the same person too often unless they like beg me. They're like, please invite me for more. Because I'm not very good at being social, right? I don't reach out to people a lot to just talk. And I feel bad basically only reaching out when I want to collab with people. I don't want them to think I'm using them. I'm just very bad at keeping in touch. And then I'll think of someone and I'm like, I think you would enjoy this collab idea. And then I never follow up unless it's for another collab. It's so hard. New Year's resolution, talk to people more. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I already hate just chatting streams. But for some reason, you guys really like them, so I keep doing them. They scare me. Just talking about stuff without having something to focus on, man, that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare. This is basically social anxiety, the stream. You guys are like loving it while I'm sitting here vibrating and being like, oh god. I have to entertain people without having a game to react to, without having a story to react to, just me. Hi! My worst nightmare! It's fine. It's fine. I think way to survive. I'm doing my best. No more VR chat chaos. That was going to be what I did today. I was gonna test if the frame rate works on like less intense worlds. I'll probably do like some solo VR chat short streams because then what I really like about doing VR chat short streams is that I can hold the camera like it's my phone and I can walk around. And we can do like some really fun tours of worlds and stuff, and I think that's really fun for short stream ideas. I kind of eventually want to do more member streams as well, that are VR chat, and we could record some shorts together and stuff. But I need to not be so scared to do that. 1 second. 1 second. I have a CEO meeting tonight. I'm trying to figure out what time it is so that I don't accidentally go too late. Well, I'm doing my best. Need to upload some models in VR chat. I have this model in VR chat, actually. I only got to use it once, I think. Yeah. Most people just enjoy the company of the stream rather than constant topics. Sometimes just chilling is good, too. Okay, so you're saying I can just do this and it's a stream? better use of your fucking life. God, that's so bad. That's so bad. Pam vibing. Don't enable me. Next time I'll just sit there for an hour and just to piss you guys off. Do it just long enough that you will understand that it is bad comment and you will get this mug off my face. Ah! Ah! Oh, there we go. Just long enough that you guys will understand how shitty your taste in content is, and you will never ask for it again in your fucking lives. Also, Mouse, thank you for the server. Thanks, that was awesome. Fuck you! Sun's a beast! Why? There have been sleeping streams with a lot of people, but I don't believe in them, I guess. I'm not gonna cancel anyone who does a sleeping stream, but I feel like it's taking advantage of your audience. I feel like if you're gonna be live, you should at least be doing something. To me, otherwise you're just like taking advantage of people's time. Which is even worse than money. It's like, we only have so much time. It's not great to take advantage of people's time and expect them to watch you doing nothing. What if we ask for more as a result then? I quit and find a new VTuber. I quit! You want me to do nothing? Fine, then I'll really do nothing. I'll leave. Never cared for sleeping streams either, thank you. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. 1 second. Okay. I set up a message. I think I can keep going for now, so we're good for a little bit. You can do content or you can do substance. Both are good because that's how it is. What does that even mean? Sleep streams? Are you watching paint dry? Funny you say that because I kind of want to do a watercolor, like actually hand cam painting stream someday. Think people just keep the sleep stream on and support the streamer? That's the thing. That's the thing. I don't feel like I would want to be supported in that way. I'd rather you like use your bandwidth or your electricity for something else or walk away from the computer. I don't want you sitting there wasting your time if I just have a sleeping stream. I'm not even doing anything. I don't want you to be there. You can support me by watching my friends when I'm offline or watching my VODs again. You don't need to see me sleeping. They're also the biggest scam in VTuber history, because I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You know you can have a default breathing animation, right? You know people aren't actually sleeping on stream, right? They're just leaving their model on a default loop and going to sleep. Their camera's not even on them, their mic's not even on them. Maybe some people rarely do that, but mostly now there's no chance of anything. They're just leaving. They're a scam! They're a scam! Finger paint stream. I feel like I want to do a stream painting my nails because you have really nice nails. But I also kind of feel like the fumes might kill me if I try to paint my nails inside the box. Like, I might actually die. And I don't do well breathing them in an open space, let alone an enclosed space, so maybe not. Huh? Yeah, we could be mining crypto? Maybe I should do a sleep stream every day if I can prevent you from mining crypto. Suddenly the sleep stream not looking so bad. That's the nightmare. We can't let you do that. We can't let you waste your life that way. We can't. People, yeah, exactly. People would not risk farting in their sleep or like saying things in their sleep. No way. Fart when you're awake and on stream, cowards. Not in your sleep. Fart when you're awake, cowards. But also you should probably mute it because some people are into that, and I don't think you want those kind of fans. I don't think you want people coming, being like Tuscouter. Thank you for the fart. Let it rip like a Beyblade. Wait. I have a balloon with me. Hold on. I can make the sound effect. There, you get a fake fart made out of my breath. Is that silent deadly? What? You couldn't hear it? You couldn't hear it? Why do I have a balloon? Why are you guys so concerned about the fact that I have a balloon? so concerned. I just have a balloon in my desk. Is that weird? I have a reason, but is that so weird? Why were there like 5 people concerned about it? It was quiet. Let's see if I can do better. How do I make it? I can't make it make a loud noise. Look me. It's an empty balloon. There we go. It's because I have like not the best lungs, and when I'm trying to breathe properly before singing, I have kind of a bad habit of not breathing deep enough and not using my lungs properly. So the easiest solution is every time before I start streaming or singing, I gotta like 5 or 10 times inhale a full lung capacity into the balloon and then like redo it. I try to use one for a number of days. I like barely make contact with it with my mouth, so it's fine. Because I don't like wasting, because balloons are really bad for the environment. Like, they can hurt a lot of fish and stuff. So I try to use them sparingly, but it really, really helps to make my lungs stronger. I think that's not really what people use paper bags for. They kind of use that more for, like, preventing hyperventilating. Not quite the same. No. Very, very different, I think. It's a way to train my breathing and get it better. And that's how I'm able to do some of the singing I did earlier on stream today, because I've been improving because my lungs have not been as dog shit. It takes time though. It's not something you can fix overnight. Like, you've got to slowly work at it, and that's what I'm doing. That's why I keep it in my desk. Because if I have it in my desk, then I can always remember to grab it. If I don't have it in my desk, I don't remember ever at all. Never. Not even once. Am I crazy? Yeah! How'd you guess, Bob? I am crazy. Pam being asked what she's doing before the meeting. I was blowing up balloons in a hot tub. It's okay. The underlings are probably lurking. They probably are in chat, honestly. It's fine. I assume I'll be pinged and or yelled at in chat when it's time to go, so we're fine. It's all good. I am sad we couldn't play Final Fantasy today, though. I'm not a mermaid, sadly. I got feet. I would rather not have feet. I would rather be a mermaid. Alas. I'm cursed with the feet. I would rather be a mermaid. I said, Jenny, thank you for the super. You're still in your sleep again, but that's fine. Yes, I'm good at blowing things that sound so bad. Shut up! Ow! Get this off my face! That's not meant to be weird. You guys are just creepy. Listen, I have a balloon, okay? I have a balloon. Because I need to get better at my legs. I'm not in a lake. It's a little hot spring. It's nice and cozy. I like how my arm tracking is actually working pretty fucking good today, too. Like, hi. This looks so good for camera arm tracking. What the fuck? This is great. Usually it's so bad. It's usually so bad, but today it's been kind of a banger. I wonder if I can stand from this position. Let me see. Let me try to stand. Yeah, I can stand! How do I go back to sitting? Okay. I can, it apparently gets rid of my face, so maybe not. I do have nice leggers though. I do have nice leggers though, so it's fine. No need for Slime VR today. Okay, but imagine if I had Slime VR right now. How much better this would be. Imagine in the future how good these will be. I just want to mainly have hip tracking. Right now I can move my upper body really well, but the lower body is pretty rough. I want to be able to move my knees and stuff a little bit. I don't have, wait, I have one emote. That's really good. Hold on. I'm gonna do it in the water. I'm gonna do it in the water. Wait. What are the notes again? I put it out as a video yesterday and I was a little sad that it got so few views, so we're gonna redo it right now. Okay. Ta-da! Wait. I did the Naruto run. Cause I can. It's fun that way. Sometimes you just gotta Naruto run. Naruto run away from your problems. But sadly my video didn't get a lot of views. People didn't get to see me Naruto running. It was a tragedy. I'm tempted to just sit this far away for the rest of the stream because I can. Hi! Chat, you're far away. I can't reach you anymore. I was trying to reach too close to the camera. My arms broke. I'm gonna slowly zoom in. Wait, that's not my face. That's a shoulder. What is happening? I think I zoomed in too much. I think I zoomed too much. It's fine. Ah! What the fuck? Hello, chat. I am under the water. What is happening to me? I am starting to wonder what was in my tea. This does not seem quite right to me. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna reset the camera. Where am I? Ugh. Okay. Phew! That was scary. It's like, what the fuck is going on? This is fine. We fixed it now, so it's fine. Yeah! It wasn't fine earlier, but that doesn't matter. Now it is. Bum, bum, bum. Oh my god, my poor brain. Tea today is still the decaf green tea ginkgo. It's good. I do have to keep an eye on the time though, because I need to end at some point, probably soon, so I don't go too long without drinking. It'd be nice to hit the 2-hour mark though, if I can. I'm running a little bit behind schedule, because I was supposed to start on the hour, but you know, things don't always work out. I had to eat my soup, and it was really hot. And unfortunately, it was literally like way too hot. And I was trying to drink it in time to get on stream on time. But I scalded my mouth. So I had to take a step back and not scald my mouth. I wish my hair would stop going through my face, but I don't think I can stop that. It's probably from it like hitting the wall behind me or something. It's not VR chat, no. I was going to stream VR chat today, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. That's fine. That's fine. I just have comfy swimsuit onsen stream instead, which is kind of blasphemy, actually, for onsen. Like, you're usually not allowed to go in a swimsuit, but you know, I think I'd be like arrested by the YouTube police if I didn't. So we get the safe version because I don't feel like playing with fire. There's too much fire right now. I want to escape from it. just the last thing I'm gonna say about like all the stuff going on with Niji and everything right now, I've been, and I know a lot of other people have said similar, I've been kind of thrown back into a pretty dark place just hearing about things that so many other people have gone through and stuff. Like, I end up spacing out and ending up at places in the internet that I don't want to be, and then I immediately need to leave. And as soon as I catch myself, I'm like, oh boy, and I leave, so it's fine. But like, I think a lot of people have just been thrown into like chaotic brain states and stuff because of it. And it really sucks. It's hard to get away from, especially in the community, because you kind of have to be on social media. You kind of have to be around the block and seeing lots of people and stuff. Like, you're going to hear about it one way or another. That's why I prefer to go to the source. I don't want to hear from someone else, like, exaggerating it or whatever. I want to hear from the source. And it really sucks. It's hard to remain a positive, exciting person in the community when you see so many people around you hurting. It's hard. But I think that's why it's even more important that I sometimes do the more real talk streams and like talk about it, I guess, from my own perspective, as well as just do my own fun shit. Having the streams where I get it off my chest a bit. I don't want to be known for like stoking the fires of drama or anything like that. But I do sometimes need to talk about stuff just so that I can get back to like focusing on my own streams in a normal way without letting it weigh me down, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But it's been feeling very heavy, the whole situation. So when I found out there was another announcement today, I think it would have been on my mind the whole stream if I hadn't gone over it anyway. And then I would have just been spacing out trying to like not talk about it. If that makes sense. Yeah, there are a lot of really toxic people on social media. I've been really lucky for the most part, where I've actually barely seen any until this year. But now every time I go online, it's all drama. But I've seen almost entirely positivity until now, so it's been very exhausting. But you know, as a VTuber, I don't have the luxury. Like, some people have the luxury, if they're big enough, they have the luxury, I guess, to not go on social media. Like, if you're in the top 1%, people are going to watch you even if you don't interact and post on Twitter or whatever, right? I don't really have that luxury. I'm in a position where I kind of have to be around. I kind of have to be active. And then you see things that you don't always want to. You can't really get away from it. That's the thing. Mine's a lot of feel-good VTubers and stuff. Like, at least my subscriptions one was always, well, no subscription, following one, I guess, was really, like, positive and upbeat and exciting. And lately it's been very sad and toxic, and it sucks. But I understand, too. People are hurting, and they shouldn't have to keep it inside if they're hurting. I try not to post too much of the upset stuff on Twitter unless one that gets me really upset. I'd rather talk it out with my voice, I think, rather than have something retweeted and then people read into it, if that makes sense. It's just no good. I don't necessarily think VTubing has peaked or not. I think the best way to word it, in my opinion, people are being like, it's the decline of VTubing. I don't think so. The way I see it is that VTubing is now not so niche. It's not going anywhere. But a lot of VTubers have their viewers and viewer numbers going down because the thing is, there's so much competition. A lot of people are still watching VTubers, but there's so much competition that not everyone can have as many views as they used to because there's so many channels. People are going everywhere. The competition is so scary. Like, in order to survive, for a while, if you were a VTuber versus on-stream cam, it was new, it was different, but now it's not enough. I would say it's more VTubing has become so big that it's the same as being an on-camera streamer, except you deal with some people who think you're weird. It's basically just another medium of making content now. I've seen a lot of people say, like, the VTuber community is gone. But that's not necessarily true. There's a lot of small communities within the VTuber community, and that's why for sometimes I do feel kind of lonely, because I don't feel I have too much of a VTuber community, but I do feel like I have very slowly built up a smaller circle of closer friends that I feel really comfortable talking to and stuff. And so I'm really, really grateful for them as well. But it's not something where you can connect with someone immediately just because you're both VTubers anymore. It is kind of the whole everyone wants to be like PewDiePie era all over again, really. It's something worked, so now everyone wants to do it, and that's fine. It did hit market saturation though. So any new VTubers are not really going to add more pies. Anyone who wants to watch VTubers probably already is watching VTubers. There's not too many VTuber newcomers. All you can really do is have the audience shift around from different people. So if you want to be a newcomer on the scene, you're kind of trying to carve out your own slice of an existing pie. There's not going to be more pies. You're trying to take a cut of what already exists, which is fine, because people always come and go. But it's not a guaranteed success like it used to be, even if you're corpo. Even if you're under a company, it's not just that easy. Niji is the best example of it, and I'm not saying this to throw them under the bus, because I think their marketing idea in this regard was kind of smart, although it hurts the talents as well. If you notice, the more Niji people came out, the lower the concurrent views on a lot of Niji stuff was, because the Niji audience has been spread so thin. But it's also very smart because they get a lot of absolutely loyal people because of it, because whenever they hit a niche that people are really into, then they don't really have a lot of competition in that smaller area. So they'll get dedicated fan bases, but in terms of like Niji, like, you can't expect every gen to get more views than the last, because it's just not possible when you have that many at that point. And I think that's a good way to look at it, because that's what's happening largely on the corpo at large and indie scene. I am a corpo VTuber, yeah. I've been around for almost 3 years. I don't even know if I could exist today if it's not for how long I've been around. Like, oh man. I've seen some people in HoloLive and FaZe Connect talk about this, but I feel it's so fucking hard. When people are like, if I auditioned today, I don't know if I'd get in, and I'm just like, man. Man, if I had to restart from the ground up as CEO, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'd be good enough. The bar has risen so high. The bar has risen so high that I'm really lucky to have gotten in when I did, man. Otherwise, I don't think I would have been able to build a space for myself at all. Yeah, I really feel like I was more at the right place at the right time. I got lucky. You know, I've been a CEO since I was birthed. So I don't have a past life, just CEO. So if it didn't work out, then that would have been bad. You gotta assert dominance. You kind of have to an extent, to stick around. But you have to also do it in a way that's not like tearing other people down. Because that just makes me sad whenever I see that happen. Yeah, that's what you see happening with a lot of companies now. People applying multiple times before getting in, or never getting in. You see the many people who say, I applied many times, like Fuamoko, but you don't see all the people who apply and never get in. Like, I've been very honest before. I'm glad I didn't get in, because I think I would have been a bad fit. But I auditioned for HoloLive Gen 1. I've never auditioned for HoloLive since, but I auditioned for Gen 1. I actually found out of curiosity, I had checked and my audition video was watched, so that's something. But I was fucking rejected. I never heard anything back from them. Which is fine, because I was bad. They shouldn't have chose me. It worked out good. But the fact that they even looked at it, like, I don't think they would even look at me if I auditioned now. They'd just be like, who's this nobody? On to the next person. And I don't say that in a bad way. Like, they can afford to only look at people with over 100,000 followers if they want. They just can't. Because the standard is literally so fucking high that I feel like even some celebrities might audition for Holo and not get in. Like, that's just literally where the bar is at now. There are a lot of upsides to being indie. The problem with being indie is that you don't have anyone marketing for you. So any marketing has got to come directly for you, or you got to pay someone to help market yourself, and that's exhausting. Oh man, that's exhausting. Marketing is so tiring. It's pan. It's pan. You won't be doing what you're doing if you're in Hollow? That's true. I don't think I'd be able to have, like... I don't think I'd be able to do almost anything I'm doing. Final Fantasy 14, maybe. I don't know if I'd be able to do Nikkei. My talking streams, I could probably do them without the serious topics, which is fine. No, wait, Hollow Talents do talk about serious topics quite a bit. So it's probably fine. I feel like a lot of the games I play, though, I could not do. I could not do a lot of the games I play anymore, having to get perms and stuff. My concerts, I probably would not be allowed to do. I don't think I could give them up. Even if for some reason out of nowhere, Cover was like, you! Transfer here now! I'd be like, can I still do my concerts? And they'd be like, no! And I'd be like, I'm out. I value my concerts over your fame. I wonder if they have an F-bomb limit per stream. I doubt it, considering Cali exists. I doubt it. Also, Hollow Stars swear like fucking sailors quite often, so I doubt it. It's nice to see after Armis, Hollow Stars has been getting a lot more respect as legitimate streamers and part of Hollow. I think people are really coming around to them, and that makes me happy. Because I know they were really underrated for a while, and people are just looking down on them, especially the JP generations. As soon as Timbus came up, people were giving them a bit more respect already, but after Armis, I feel like they're given so much more respect. Yeah, Axel literally dropped F-bombs like in his debut, didn't he? That was pretty good. Yeah, Halloween collabs are basically just fuck minefields. They kind of are. Yeah, I want the boys to get more love too. I also want the EN girls to get like as much love as they do. I feel like too many people have a like pick a side. You can't support both, but really you can. I love both. I love both. Is there a sailor VTuber Nolo Stars? I don't think in Stars there's Marine is the only like sailor type thing I can think of, or Aqua. Altair playing the cello. Altair plays cello? I'm gonna have to go lurk for that VOD if it exists. I've been looking for more VTubers who play instruments to lurk in. That's one of my favorite streamers to lurk in for the longest time is MOD playing violin. I'm always looking for more instrumental streams. I like an Envaz streams a lot too. I'll have to start keeping an eye out for Altair cello streams. It was in his 3D debut. I haven't had time to watch it yet. Thank you. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it as soon as I get a chance. I'm so excited! Oh my god, part of me is like, oh my god, what if I could snipe him for like the VTuber Symphony Orchestra? But then I realized I don't think it would be that easy for him to join a big project like that, unfortunately. And that's okay, that's okay. That's okay, I think we already have a cello anyway, so we don't need that. I just get really excited when I hear someone else plays. Uruka, yeah, Uruka's viola as well, doesn't she? Or is it just violin? I know that Uruka's done a flute stream as well. I love to lurk in her stuff, yeah. I don't think I can try anyway. I'm not mutuals with Altair. I literally don't have a way to contact him. It would already be weird if I was. I'm not going to go out of my way to try to find a roundabout way to contact someone who doesn't know who I am. If someone follows me, that's kind of, in my opinion, consent to be contacted about random bullshit. So if they follow me, that's their fault. But if they don't, I'm not gonna go stirring up trouble. No, that's not my style. But, and it's fun to see so many people playing instruments. I know Rita Kamishito also does viola streams. Junakane talks to him. I'm not gonna, no. I want to say one thing right now. I don't want to ever be that person. I don't want to ever be that person that contacts someone I know just to be like, hey, can you read a shout to X other person for me? In my opinion, that's really disrespectful. Like, if I found out that someone was using one of my friends to get to me, I would be hurt for them. Whoever wanted to use my friend to get to me, I would automatically want to like block them. I'd be like, you're gonna go out of your way to bother my friend, don't talk to me. It's just rude. Depends on the reason, maybe, but I feel like they could ping me on Twitter in a public post or something, maybe. Or if it's really, really important, maybe they could try to contact Playasia, but like going through my friends is not really okay, in my opinion. That's just uncalled for. Like, I would feel very hurt if someone reached out to me and they're like, hey, how you doing? And I'm like, oh, not bad. How you doing? And they're like, hey, nice stream. And I'm like, oh, thanks, you too. And then they're like, okay, so long story short, I heard you're mutuals with Ollie. Can you get in touch with her for me? I'd be like, oh. It makes the person in the middle feel kind of worthless, you know? I don't want to do that to anyone. That's just so rude. That's just so rude. I already was kind of hurt because, like, Jenny, you think about the server. Plus, have you thought about making a VTuber panel at a convention? I have thought about that. That'd be nice. Could be fun being live and people in the room and chat with you. Yeah. It's basically like I had similar happen. Honestly, when I was doing my concert this year, there were some people who agreed to join the concert, and then shortly after, even before they sent their lines, they would follow up and be like, so X big person's gonna be in it again this year, right? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I knew it! That's why I wanted to join! And I'm like, so you want to join just because you want to be in a stream with this other person? You don't want to join because you value my effort or my stream? It feels fucking bad. It feels awful, man. Even if they didn't mean any harm by it, it fucking hurts. I have played Genshin a while ago, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it on stream. Maybe someday, I don't know. You get the sentiment? Exactly, I get the sentiment. I think it's fine to be excited about something like that, but to communicate it, like, that just feels so bad. The person in the middle can act like a catalyst to bring two good friends together. I like being a catalyst to bring people together, but it's always people that I think would get along well together. I don't want, like, other people asking me to bring them together with other people. But if I see, I've done it lots of times, if I see two people that I think will get along really well, I will put them together. That's partly what happened with my Ace Attorney collab, because I just genuinely love vibing with all three. And like, the fact that we all scream about Ace Attorney when I was playing it with Ice and Umi and Roy, we all fucking love Ace Attorney. And I was like, I think the four of us would honestly be such a fun, chill stream to just hang out and vibe and laugh and enjoy Ace Attorney. And it was one of the funnest collabs of my life. Like, I love Ace Attorney, and the three of them are great. I'm glad you thought it was a great stream. We're still gonna try to come back and do more. It's just been really rough with a lot of things going on right now, but we want to come back to it. Exactly, just let it happen organically. And it was really fun. I had a feeling the three of them would get along wonderfully, and they did. They did, and I'm really happy about that. But if any of them would have gone up to me and been like, hey, can you connect me to the other person, I wouldn't have wanted to. Because it would have given me bad vibes. The fact that they're asking would be bad vibes. Your dad is curious about what app? I'm using an app called Warudo. W-A-R-U-D-O. You have to input your own model, but you can make one for free with Vroid, which is V-R-O-I-D. It's really fun. I do want to read real quick while I'm still live, though, because apparently, I guess, Niji EM just, like, released a new statement. I do want to look at that first. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just want to see if there's anything I should be aware of again. Is it on Twitter? I don't want to, I don't know. I don't want people in comments asking if I've seen it. I'd rather just take a look now. It is on Twitter? Okay. Oh my god, that is kind of long. I'm sorry, the first comment I saw is Vince. I'm just saying, damn, Niji really said we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna read it directly. I'm not gonna show it on stream because with a short stream, there's not a lot of screen space. There's not really anywhere to put it. They made a statement 11 minutes ago. I saw someone in chat mention it, so I do want to go over it real quick before I end. Let me hydrate real quick. The statement is unprofessional. There we go. Okay. I'm reading it word for word, by the way. Regarding concerns that have arisen in relation to the current situation. In the stream done earlier by our livers, a message from Niji-sanji En, it was mentioned that parts of information received from Selene and her lawyer were shared to them by Anycolor Inc., which it, by the way, shouldn't have been shared in the first place because she said that was supposed to be private information only available to lawyers. So remember that. It was not her that leaked it. It was Anycolor that leaked it. That alone is very, very important. Should that information have been shared with lawyers? I don't know what that information is. It's not my call to say. But either way, it should have stayed between lawyers. If Anycolor had a problem with that information being had, they should have sued for having information presented that shouldn't have been presented. I don't know what they should have done. But, you know. Anyway. As mentioned in that stream and in the notice published by Anycolor, Inc. notice termination of Selene Tasky's contract with Anycolor, Selene and her lawyer claimed that livers affiliated with Anycolor Inc. were involved. But she never claimed that. But, oh, in the stream, yes, in the stream, and in the notice by Anycolor, but Doki herself never claimed the livers were involved. In fact, she went out of her way to not mention livers were involved and specifically ask people to leave them alone. And that they will hold Anycolor legally responsible, as they should if things are that bad. Selene and her lawyer mentioned the possibility that they will also hold livers affiliated with Anycolor Inc. legally responsible. If she is going after any talents, again, that should be discussed privately. If it comes out and it has to be made public later, it has to be made public later, but that's not something we need to know. I get that people, if there is a bully, people don't want to support them, but it should be released in proper time if it's going to be released. It's not something you can rush. These situations are very delicate, you know? In order to check the validity of Selene and her lawyer's claim, Anycolor Inc. shared only necessary parts of the information sent by her lawyer with our livers and led an internal investigation. To begin with, Anycolor Inc. has not made any confidentiality violations regarding submitted documents for legal claims such as these. I will give them the benefit of the doubt there. They said confidentiality violation. They didn't say they made any ethical mistakes. Depending on the laws in different regions, to them, maybe they felt legally responsible to share these documents to the talents. It could genuinely be a difference where they felt they had to do that. I will give them that benefit of the doubt, but that's still being generous. But it is possible that there have been no legal violations. Ethical violations may be another story. However, regarding the specific information and documents which Selene's lawyer requested that we do not share with our livers, with utmost consideration of this request, Anycolor Inc. has not shared any such information. Then how did they have it? Maybe they were told it exists and what information is on it, but they weren't told of the information. So maybe they were told, like, hey, this has your address and your name, but they weren't told, like, what the address and the name are, or something like that. I don't know. Again, I'm trying to be generous to both perspectives here. I don't want to burn my bridges. But I also want to look at it objectively, because, you know, it's also, if there are people crying out for help, I think it's important for people to make their own decision. In addition, our livers are not held to any confidentiality obligation regarding the information shared to them from Anycolor. Thus, there are no legal issues regarding the information shared to the public in the stream made by our livers. But Selene, or I guess Doki, did not consent to having that information made public. This entire statement sounds like bullshit. They're basically like, oh yeah, we got caught leaking private information, but we didn't say it was private information. She did, therefore we didn't leak private information because we don't respect her opinion. It's kind of how it's coming off to me. Yeah, Vox did say in the video he looked over the document. So this is already, they're caught in a lie. Both of those statements cannot be true. Either this statement is a lie or Vox was lying. Both of these things cannot be true. This is a contradiction. Objection! My ace attorney's senses are tingling! After a rigorous legal check, Anycolor Inc. hereby declares that it has not made any confidentiality violations while checking the validity of claims made by Selene and her lawyer with its affiliated livers. So basically, they decided, despite the fact that they leaked information, that they didn't leak information because it's not information they decided caused them any damage. So therefore, it doesn't matter to them. It's total bullshit. It's disregarding the other side entirely. Which makes me want. There's one thing I want to rant about and laugh. It's a terrible thing that's kind of related, but also it's really funny. It's really not related, but it's funny. And I want to talk about it. Okay, so do you guys know the "there's no war in Bossing Say" meme? Just wait. There's been some new announcements. There's been some new announcements about the new Avatar series, and I want to talk about it. So, it's from Avatar, The Last Airbender, and a lot of people, when places or whatever are trying to gaslight them, a lot of people will bring up this meme. 1 second. I'm gonna pull up the image, which is someone like smiling with like an uncanny valley forced smile, being like, "There's no war in Ba Sing Se," even though there definitely is a war in Ba Sing Se. And that's the meme that's usually used, right? Where's the fucking image? There we go. Okay, so the new series dropped some information on the war in Ba Sing Se, and I need to find out if this is true, what I saw. So the live action, is it actually out yet? I don't think it's out yet, is it? I thought there was only, like, discussions of it. Okay, so this, I guess, was released a week ago, but I only found out about it today. So this was a statement in an interview. They said, "The government of Ba Sing Se will not deny the war in Netflix's Avatar: The Last Airbender series." So there's no war in Ba Sing Se is not happening. Because they said, and quote, "I think it's wrong for a government to lie to its people, so we're changing that." So now they're just gonna go around being like, "There is war in Ba Sing Se." But the tone! That ruins everything! That ruins everything! That's exactly here, Kelly. That's the fucking point! So, yeah, they've decided that it's too inappropriate to say. I think this one was like a joke one though, like a fake discussion. But there was really an announcement. Oh no, wait! Never mind, that was the fake one. I found the real announcement. I need to find out. Wait, though, this is a meme. Never mind. It's not a meme website. I was scammed. This isn't real. I was scammed! I want to know if this was true though, but I think I was scammed. The only result I'm finding it on is a meme website. I found someone shared it with me. I was fucking scammed. See, unlike some companies, I can acknowledge when I made a mistake. Okay, that was a little more than passive aggressive, but anyway. I made a mistake. It's a lie. It's bullshit. The meme was funny though. The meme wants to confirm Netflix's TLA will remove the war in Ba Sing Se. I wanted to capture the true beauty of the town and its culture without audience experiencing the confusion of the rug being ripped beneath their feet. It's gaslighting, stated the showrunner Albert Kim, but it's just totally a bullshit. Time for my black screen apology video. I'm sorry, chat. On stream, I did a lie. I lied to you all. My lie did not come from a place of malice. It came from a wait, get to you. Hold on. It came, oh, it's stuck. Why can't I get it? It did not come from a place of malice. It came from a place of ignorance. I tried so hard. But unfortunately, I did not realize in time that it was not true. And by the time I realized, I had already told everyone that this was real, even though it's fake. It was all a meme. And I lied to everyone, saying that it was real. I have ruined my reputation as a VTuber, and I have ruined the reputation of Playasia, and I have hurt my audience by betraying and I'm joking. I wonder if I remember something well enough. Hold on. I do have to actually end soon though. That's not a lie. I wonder if I can remember this. My nails are very long, so it might be kind of rough. Do you guys accept my apology? That's true. I didn't hurt the reputation of the show because it had already been ruined. All I know is that the water tribes apparently were never sexist, and Katara never fought like to defend. And like I don't know what I don't remember exactly what happened. It's been so long, but apparently the entire thing with her and the water tribes has been just like removed. I'm gonna have to take a lot of breaks with this. Wait, no. I think I can hit play. Yeah, I don't have audio capturing. That's a break. Okay. Bye-bye. What did I just press? That was wrong. Come on. Play. I guess I can't play the sound. Okay. Never mind. We just scroll a lot. Wait. This is not tuned. And my nails are very long. 忘れていた目を閉じて取り戻せ恋の歌青空に隠れている手を伸ばしてもう一度忘れないですぐそばに僕がいるいつの日も青空に眺めている一人きりの夜明けもたった一つの心悲しみにくれないで君のため息なんて遥かさに変えてやる日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る君となくした思い出乗せてゆくよラララララ口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と見つけた幸せ花のように忘れていた窓を開けて走り出せ恋の歌青空にためている手をかざしてもう一度忘れないよすぐそばに君がいるいつの日も星空に輝いてる涙揺れる明日もたった一つの言葉この胸に抱きしめて君のため僕は今春風に吹かれてる日の当たる坂道を自転車で駆け上る君と誓った約束乗せてゆくよラララララ口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と出会えた幸せ祈るように 道を自転車で駆け上る君と違った約束乗せてゆくよラララララ口ずさむ唇を染めてゆく君と出会えた幸せ祈るように君と出会えた幸せ祈るようにOut of tune and bad version. That's what happens when I want to play and I have not played in months. And I did not cut my nails. Ah! There goes my mouse. I am throwing everything, trying to put this ukulele down safely. There we go. I don't have a lot of space. Everything's like falling in on itself right now. Ah! This is fine. Boy. 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 Okay. Okay. The mess ups were great. It wasn't even mess ups actually, most of it. Most of it was I had to scroll through the song. Because it wasn't auto-scrolling. I only have like maybe 6 inches of my monitor visible right now because I have my iPad in front of my monitor. My iPad is tracking my arms from in front of my monitor, so it does, yeah. I did my best. You but I'm 90. How'd you figure it out, sonny boy? I love when people assume I'm 90, then I can bring out the granny voice. What announcements did the Avatar live action have? None. I was wrong. It was a meme. It was bullshit. Don't worry about it. But yeah. I think I should probably start wrapping up then. We had another short stream. I'm doing another short stream actually. It's gonna be my next stream on Wednesday. I want to do an experiment. I have almost 700 Nikkei polls saved up so far. Now, I'm probably gonna split that into 2 streams, like a blue ticket stream and a social poll stream. But I want to experiment pulling for the maids. I want to try a shorts format for a gacha stream. Just because I want to see how it goes. Because if I do a stream like this with gacha polls, if you're watching on your phone, it'll kind of feel like a gacha simulator. And I feel like that might be really cool. And I can just have myself like standing on the side so you can still see the middle of the screen and know who I pull. I think that would be a really cool special type of stream that I've never seen anyone do before. So I kind of want to try that. I feel like I'm not going to do all Nikkei streams on shorts. Like, no way. Especially not the collabs. But I wanna try it for some polls on Wednesday just to see how it goes. And yeah. Other than that, I'm releasing a song cover on Valentine's Day. Yeah? I think it's a song that a lot of you guys know. One second. I don't. Oh yeah, it is a song a lot of you know. I want to see if you guys can have any guesses. What do you think would be a good type of Valentine song to put you in? I haven't finished the English lyrics yet. I'm struggling. It's hard. That song is so dirty. Oh god no. That's a little more obvious. Yeah, exactly. Short streams are a weird format. Right now, I really like the video call, just chatting format. But I want to experiment for some other stuff as well. But I don't want to do every stream as this format. Not at all. Well, sometimes. Is it never going to give you up? It is not. It is not. I don't know why I found Bound to Falling in Love and my entire brain was like, close をしたのは I love that song. I was not flying me to the moon. Mass destruction was only baby. Baby, 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 baby. Ooh yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba, baby, baby. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Oh yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba. Oh yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That would have been smart, but no. It's more obvious. It's more obvious. It's a very obvious Valentine's song. No one has guessed yet. What the fuck? You guys are stupid. You guys are stupid. It's like the most obvious one. And it's literally like the most obvious one. Also, I don't understand why people keep coming in and saying I'm naked. I'm actually confused. Like, you can literally see my swimsuit. It's black! And I'm pale as fuck! You can literally see it! Gosh, stop it. It's not baka-mitai. No. It's... I'll give you a hint. What are some common themes of Valentine's Day? It might feature a common Valentine's Day icon in the title of the fucking song. Capitalism, is that a song? Kiss, kiss, fall in love, nah. Dentists. Why are dentists related to Valentine's Day? I don't understand how you guys haven't guessed this yet. Holy shit. It's a really famous song. It's not Valentine Kiss, but that is a good guess. Something Cupid. Yes! It's the Cupid song! And it's literally the Cupid song that like every VTuber fucking sings. How could you guys not even think of it? I've heard like every other VTuber sing it, basically. Like I can't even count the amount of times I've heard people sing it. Korean Cupid, yeah, but I did the English one. Yeah, Cupid twin version. Yeah. You guessed it earlier? I didn't see it, I'm sorry. I might have blinked and then it was gone. You were right then. You get my apologies. Only you. But what is the Cupid song? You'll have to wait until Wednesday to find out. And there's gonna be, I don't know if I'm gonna do a music video for the full thing yet in terms of dancing. It might just be a close-up, like the first take style music video. And then for shorts, I did buy an animation for the dance of it so that I can dance to it. And I'll probably release that as a short to promote it as well. But yeah, my next stream is also a short stream on Wednesday, and I don't know yet if I'm streaming on Thursday or Friday. One of them is going to be Final Fantasy XIV, and we're going to be starting the area and getting as close as we can to the vault. First time playing, so I'm very, very excited! And, yeah. I'm doing some other stuff that day as well that's important, so I'm not going to say what that is yet. Sorry, I'm rubbing my face, so my tracking is probably so broken. And then on Saturday, I have, Trina wasn't available, unfortunately, so we're gonna be doing the Nikkei Maid event. I'm gonna be voicing Pravati because I couldn't give that soon to anyone else. I needed it myself. I'm gonna be voice acting that with Umi Kyoku as Aid, and because I couldn't find a replacement on time, and Trina wasn't able to come by, Caitlin Barstow reached out being like, I would like to voice Drake, and I was like, I trust you. You are capable. So Caitlin Barstow is gonna be joining to voice Drake in the maid event. It should be a good time. I did get to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo. I finished the demo on stream somehow. It was a long day. And yeah. And then Umi as Aiden seems apt. I think it's gonna be great. And also on that day, I want to start chapter 4. I know I don't release schedules, so all of this is kind of subject to change. I don't release schedules because I like to keep myself flexible in case I change my mind or my health changes or I travel. It just works better for me that way. So I like to schedule things like very shortly in advance. But I'm also going to be doing chapter 4 of Reverse 1999 that day, so I can catch up as much as possible before the new chapter drops, and then we can be up to date on everything. With that being said, I think I should stop streaming and find someone to raid. So, if you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. I forgot to pin a message to promote my merch. Fuck! If you like me, !Playasia, you can find. Let me shout out one now. You can merch there. You can get this. It's very cute. It's a plushie of me. It's a plushie of me. Trick-on stickers of me and Aka. It's very, very cute. So you're obligated to check it out. You can get it. Let me drop my stuff. Twitter, Discord, music, Playasia, and Twitch, because I do stream on Twitch as well sometimes. If you want to check out my stuff, those are the links that you need to check out anything I do. I will find someone to raid now. Let's see who we can send you guys to. Hold on. Who is around and live right now and would make a good raid? Okay. Let me see. Who can I read? What the fuck? Sorry, I just noticed. One thing. Okay, let's see. Let's see who we can find. Who's live? See people doing some course stuff, so let's see. I kinda wanna send you guys to another chatting or like chill stream or something though. Hag Connect. Wait. I kinda wanna send you guys there. I need to know what this is. This sounds epic. Hag Connect presents Phase Valentine's Day after show. What the fuck is Dizzy doing? I wanna see what that is. I might send you guys there if it's a good time. I'm not gonna pull up the preview image because it's too difficult to do on short streams. I'm gonna send you guys to the Hague Connect. The rules on Dizzy's channel. Be nice to other viewers. Don't spam, troll, or argue with one another. Don't talk to spammers. Block and report. Do not reveal personal information about anyone, including yourself. Please chat about the stream. Please don't mention other streamers in chat unless I bring them up. Also, do not bring me up in other streamers' chat unless permitted. So I'm gonna send you guys to Hag Connect, whatever this is. Have fun! Bye-bye! Let me make sure it's set up to go. Bye.